Hey guys, welcome. Good morning. Good morning, Mike, Bernie, Lorna, one got through and struck residential buildings in Beersheba, Bridget, Israel. Donna, Jeff. Let's give it a few seconds. Luann, today's a big day. I slept very few today. I apologize. But also, let me tell you, because we got breaking news happening as we're talking. Those of you that have had a chance to read my Substack this morning, Donald Trump is completely unhinged. Good morning, Maria. Good morning from Chicago. Good morning, everybody. God bless you guys. Uh, Last night I went late and gave you guys the full breakdown of what was going on, what was happening, and what Donald Trump was doing or while Donald Trump and the media were running around all night talking about how this peace deal that he supposedly put together, I told you it was all a sham optics. It's being run by Vladimir Putin. This is all coming back to what's happening and where we're going today. It's a special day. We're going to be joining Alex. Alex is already in Odessa. He's going to be joining us very soon. And we're going to be going into Odessa and seeing some of what's happening there. Also, Malcolm Nance is going to join us on the show today. So we have a lot lined up for you guys. So definitely hit those hard buttons. Make sure you take that. There's Michael Cohen taught me there's a the arrow button on the right. That's a share button. Share it with everybody right now. Share it with your friends. Go right now. Start hitting it and sharing it with just people you know. Share it into other. Chat rooms all over Substack. Share. Oh, good morning, good afternoon, wherever we're at, and I am grateful for every single one of you because we are number one still, and that means our information is what counts, and that's the most important thing. So yeah, Kim, I'm gonna get to that right now. Uh, After I brought you up to speed last night on everything that was going on, after you saw the whole, as we call it, a show put on live today, we call it, I guess, I don't know, reality TV, whatever you want to call it. But Donald Trump was trying to, after bombing Iran literally and talk about regime change. Few hours later, he came out. Good morning, warrior. Thank you, Karen. Hours later, he came out and basically said that there is a peace deal, folks. Can't make it up. Peace deal. Iran didn't said that we had no deal. Uh, Israel never commented on it. Missiles went back and forth. Not only did missiles go back and forth, but last night there were some of the most damaging missiles that went back and forth, and there was, I think, over five deaths in Israel. So it was a very, very big, sad night. And Donald Trump, first thing in the morning, came out upset because they didn't listen to him. And what did I tell you yesterday? Who? Because Iran was willing to play ball. Because remember, Iran is being. Hey, Randy. Good morning. Iran's being controlled by Putin. But who's the wild card? And that's what I wrote about the Substack. That's Bibi Netanyahu. I told you they can't control him, just like they can't control Zelensky. See, that's the whole thing with Donald Trump when he negotiates, when he talks with Putin, when Steve Witkoff is sitting there behind the scenes, they're negotiating. They are part of their plan is Donald Trump says, okay, I got Zelensky, okay, I could handle Bibi, I could do this, I could do it, and he can't. And you're seeing it play out. And today it was just total unhingement. Donald Trump came up and he was asked by reporters, and he basically said that I want to quote him here that he said that Israel and Iran don't know what the fuck they're doing. That's right, folks. The president of the United States today at 8:30 in the morning, while getting on the plane to go to the mass media, to the whole world, said that they do not know what the fuck they're doing. He then got on a phone call and started literally threatening Netanyahu and Israel to be able to take make sure that their planes go back. He posted on Truth Social at 6 o'clock in the morning, folks. Just think about what he posted. I don't know if you've seen it. He said, China can now continue to purchase oil from Iran. Hopefully, they will be purchasing plenty from the U.S. also. It was my great honor to make this happen. China could now go purchase all so you did this as a favor to China? What's going on here? But he's telling you the quiet part out loud. What we've been talking about, China, Russia. This is what's really happening. The oil, you know, he's telling you everything I told you, everything you guys have really has nothing to do with all of this other stuff. He literally, and I'm gonna, Deb. It's not only so laughable, it's so crazy, guys. But I'm gonna later put all of. I'm gonna do a breakdown, and I'm gonna put a subset together with all his tweets. Oh, Alex is here already. We're gonna get Alex up right now and go into it. So there's a lot more, but right now let's concentrate on a little bit. Today is a special day. Alex has traveled to. Let me get Alex up here. Traveled to Odessa. Odessa, Ukraine is a place where I was born, and my family comes from that. It's a very historical city in Ukraine, and it's also one of the most hardest hit cities in Ukraine. Hey, Alex.
Hey, hello, hi, Lev. How are you? Hello, everybody. Hello from Odessa. We are in Odessa. The sirens just went off a little bit at 6 o'clock. They're getting expected. So Odessa's been hit hard, been getting hit more and more, harder and harder. When we used to deliver here a few years back, it wasn't hitting as hard. Now they're really getting heavy. I'm gonna show you live.
Yes.
I'm gonna switch the camera. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can figure out how do I switch the camera. Okay, hold on a second. Trying to figure out how to switch the camera because
On top, Alex, on top of you see there's a camera
yeah,
on
yes,
top
yes,
of the
yes,
camera.
got
There
it,
you go.
got it,
You got it.
got it.
Yep, you got
All
it.
right. Anyway, as you see, there goes the university. There goes a residential building. That's where people live, and it's a normal life over here. No military, as you see, it's a regular city. And then on a peaceful day, during the day, this happens. It was full of people. People were working here, doing work. Look at these destructions. Everything, everything destroyed. Let's go for this is a business center. Look at this business center. It was full of people. It's totally destroyed, and it's like this all over the city. Let me just keep on walking around. And this guy hit during the day. As you see inside, there is nothing left. I can't even imagine what happened to the people. And all people. There was a lot of survivors here. As you see, normal. There is no military here whatsoever. Not even close. Let me just walk around so you can see a little more. Look, look at the lobby. There is nothing left. And imagine the strength of the missiles to make this kind of damage, and with the people inside. Let me go a little further. I just want you I want you to see what's around. Park, people, children play here. As you see on the rollerblades, kids are walking, park, trees, and the rockets, of course. Look at this. Let me show you a little more. See, the whole building, everything's destroyed. And it's like this all over the place. I mean, I was driving today, so many different locations, but some locations I cannot show in the pictures because then somehow they can't be used. So the ones that I'm allowed to show, I'm showing you. Like, hold on a second, I should just get a little better picture. As you see, McDonald's, people come to eat here. So this is like a regular everyday life. Look, look at these buildings. These were people working here.
What does
The
that sign
ideas,
say, Alex? What does that sign say?
uh, uh, Училище, такі треба. Uh, it says don't паяти треба на себе. You you don't have to be married yourself, but you have to work hard to get more drones. It's about there is not enough drones. There is not enough cars. There is not enough supplies. There is not enough water. It's like there is not enough a lot of things because I, I I spoke to a lot of locals and they're saying there is a shortage of everything, especially with summer's coming. Those towels. Thanks everybody. Thanks for your help. As Level posted the pictures that they gave it to people and they're saying this is life saving because where they use them, no water and people saying they need to freshen up at least once a day. So those showers are going to be like dry showers. They're going to be life saving. Uh,
Alex,
so
what does that say? What is what?
it says right now everybody's is a prisoner of things that's going on. Actors, I don't understand it. Anyway, right?
Randy, this is in Odessa. In Odessa, Alex is in Odessa right now.
Look at
This
this.
is this is some of the hardest hit.
But
What
this is a
what is
business
this?
center.
This was what kind of building? What is this? A center?
Yeah, it's a business center, school. There was a kindergarten here. Look at this. The whole. Look at it. Look at on top. Even the cement burned. How could anybody survive up there? This is unbelievable. Not a military in sight. Nothing. And it's all over the city like this. I mean, I was driving to the building where it was a place, rehabilitation center. It got here also. So this is, and I tell you one thing, especially right now with everything that's going on in the world, and people saying that nobody's even talking about Ukraine. Nobody's even saying that Ukraine needs help. Everybody's talking about oil right now, but nevertheless, last night there were fires, explosion. Tonight they're already expecting some drones coming into Ukraine. So this is like especially right now with this summit. Every time there is summit, the Russians attack more and more.
Hey, Alex, why don't you tell some of the people why Odessa is so strategic, or why is Russia want Odessa so much? Why are they going
Well,
after Odessa? Like,
Russia wants Odessa to have a dry and the corridor. They need the corridor. They need the sea. They need the ports. And they need to be able to go from the Donetsk area to Russia on the ground. And Odessa is a big piece. Odessa is because they have Mariupol, Melitopol, they had those areas already. And that's on the wall. But Odessa is the most important for them to control the sea. The sea, the ports, and to have a dry corridor for logistics from Russia to between Crimea and Donetsk. And Odessa is right smack in the middle. But they weren't hearing this hard before, but now it's they really raised the bar. This is like it's unbelievable. It's like I don't think this building is fixable.
and also Odessa's like one, like Randy said, very importantly, it's also a port city, Alex, right?
Yes, of course it is. All the grain deals, all the grain that's going to help the world from Ukraine to all the poor countries, all comes from Odessa. To Balfour, that's the passage, and it comes from Odessa, only from Odessa. That's why Ukraine, thanks to the technologies and the sea baby drones, at least there are not that many warships in the Black Sea because a lot of them are under the water. So they are afraid to put in the waters. But the corridors exist. But of course, the Russian, they never keep it. They always try to stay, to cause trouble. As I read this morning, that the first ships, for the first time, the ships with the oil from Russia, the illegal ships, they were escorted by the naval ships, Russian naval ships. That they're really giving protection, so nobody would touch it. So
Wow.
It's crazy. But I tell you one thing. I haven't been here in a little while, and I see the morale in people. Morale.
Odessa is Ukraine. Is part of Ukraine. So I'm sorry. Go ahead. So one of
Yeah,
our
it's
listeners.
it's one of the most important part of Ukraine. Is the key to a lot of things. So all the shit and everything comes to it, the ports and everything. And people in Odessa, it's like there used to be a lot more help coming in. Right now, especially in the past 6 months, a lot of help don't come in, and families of the soldiers, they are struggling, and there are no funds to help them. So me and Lev were talking about to set up some kind of foundation to help the families, to help the families of the soldiers, of the policemen that work here, because the more the families are taken care of, the more that they can fight, the more they can protect. Because right now, Ukraine is like uh, it's like holding the wall to Europe and to the world. Because if Ukraine doesn't stop Russians, I don't think anybody can.
I
So we are doing what we can to help. Thank you, and we're really grateful for your help, because like those napkins, just so you understand, uh, the people that are on the front lines that we give the napkins to, they are sitting in the trenches, like a trench. All there is about, I would say, close to 100 degrees heat, dust, no water, no electricity. So and because of the sitting like in the grounds and stuff, trenches. So the hygiene is number one. So they need to be able to wash up at least once a day. So everybody on the front like needs at least 7 dry showers a week. I mean, to just at least once, so they can freshen up, stay healthy, and because the hygiene is number one. So what we send, thanks to you, thanks to this platform, the money that you raised, the dry showers that you bought, it's like a godsend to people, because they're begging for it. Because if you dirty, your body doesn't breathe air correctly, you get tired and you're not as focused. So this makes a big difference. So we're very grateful. Odessa was very grateful for those dry showers. Thank you. I just want to thank everybody that participated and
absolutely.
helped. God bless you. Thank you.
Are you going to take us somewhere else to show us, like maybe this in the center of Odessa, or what are your plans?
Hold on a second. Give me 1 second here. Slav, можем еще какой-то вес?
Maybe there's a connection.
Это рядом что-то можно. Hold on a second. We're going to try to switch the locations, and I'll show you a little bit of Odessa. Just like you were showing Brighton Beach. Well, Brighton Beach is a little.
Alex, how far are you from the center right now?
We are in the center, as a center, huh? This is center. That's what I'm trying to tell you. This is the center. This is the heart of the city.
Take us in, like take us maybe around, show us how really, like, how close people are living, and like where they like the city, like where the restaurants, or some of like where. Hey, Cheech, I'm trying to get to your messages. It's just been a crazy, what's it called?
Yeah, I'm switching the camera, so as I drive to the next place, so you can see what's around.
Вот это вот Одесский государственный политехнический университет.
Okay, we're going to be passing right now. Right next to it is the biggest university in Odessa, which is right across the street from the building that got struck. They already changed. All the windows were shut. They already changed the windows because the children, the students had to go back. You see, all brand new windows. You see, but the scene of furniture, nothing, because it was totally destroyed. You see what's next to here? Regular lives, regular people, right in the center of the city. And that's where the missiles fall.
There was a school there, Cheech. There's a school, and
Yeah.
I mean, literally, it's right in the center. Where, as you can see, they're bombing indiscriminately, literally civilians.
There was a school there. There was a business center. There was a nursery. There was a kindergarten. Hold on. Look at this. Look at this. Right in the center of the city. You see that? The building is totally gone.
We're right in the heart of Odessa.
Yeah, I've been watching.
The heaviest hit.
Hello, Mike, Malcolm. How are you?
Show us the Opera House if you can.
The Opera House.
The one that was destroyed.
I just checked. It says the Opera House was not destroyed.
Oh, okay. Thinking of something else then.
Yeah, because I just asked for that. Because my friend would know. But as you see, this is the center of the city. And the ballistic just comes right in here.
Проехали. Или ты хочешь туда заехать еще раз?
Да, поближе, я просто еще раз покажу, если думаю, все.
No.
I'm gonna show you that one more location. Because Malcolm, as you know, I cannot show everything because some things I as you see over here, you see park, people all over the place. There's definitely nothing military here.
Well,
Life goes on, civilians here. I'm going to show you the area that we just passed. But it's like, this is not Shaheds, these are missiles. And my friend is telling me that they're really up the ante lately. It's every night, and they're hitting only civilian targets.
Вот здесь вот прямо вот под тем бордюром лежали погибшие люди, блядь, когда кассетным ударом.
The place I'm going to show you right now is hold on a second, between the cars. As you see over here, those little stores where the people walking.
Да, вот
Right over here, over here, when the missile came with the cassettes, cassette missile.
yeah,
There were bodies.
cluster bombs.
Yeah, cluster. There were bodies all over here,
Eesh.
all over the place. I'm gonna show you where he landed, so you know. А мы сейчас там приезжаем, где оно было, да?
я смотрю.
Cheech, Alex just showed us some of the high rises. I think you joined us.
I saw that.
You saw that, right?
Yeah, I was watching, but your invites weren't working.
А я туда просто зайду, да? Давай, hold on a second, I'm еще. Where is that?
В этот переулок, и ты увидишь с правой
Okay.
стороны там.
Okay. Otherwise, he says when the missile landed over here, there were bodies all over the place.
Oh,
And let me show you the damage. See, this is where the damage was done, but let me show you where it landed, just so you see how far it went, how powerful of a missile. Well, but the missile hit there, and the cluster, the cassettes, and then the fell over here, and which can never be used on civilians.
Wow, that's a long distance, Malcolm, right?
yeah. Well, it drops from the sky and it breaks open. It drops hundreds and hundreds of cluster bombs. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Damage the windows, everything.
Oh, see, they already changed the windows.
Mm.
As you see, they're trying to fix it. А?
Mhm.
Я просто здесь показываю для американцев, что русские здесь творят. Это чисто чтобы помогали. You're not allowed to shoot before us because what the Russians can do is they can figure out the place they already got fixed, and then they will try to hit it again. Because with my friend, I'm still okay. But if I go by myself, they can easily take my phone away.
Yeah, be
I had it
careful.
done. I had it done before. As you see, as you see over there, as the burnt tanks, the Russian burnt tanks. But he tells me that this was all destroyed over here. That they already fixed the windows and everything. And when you drive through the city, just to understand, it's you see so many places like this in the city, right in the center of the city.
Right.
I mean, the place that I showed you before. I mean, it's a business center, school, kindergartens, medical offices. It's unbelievable, and the clusters unheard of. So this is how Odessa lately is living every day because they really want this corridor. They really want this corridor so they can have a logistic from Donbass to Crimea.
Malcolm, strategically, why is Odessa such a strategic? Why is Putin going after Odessa the hardest like that?
Oh, well, number one of the largest cities in the country, but it's the largest port city, export terminal for grain, access way to Moldova. It's a natural bridge from Moldova to Odessa to Kherson to Crimea. It's that arch right there. It was very important for them to take that, and they lost, especially when they lost at Kherson, got pushed out of the West Bank of Kherson. But they were saying it all the time. Odessa is a Russian city. Bullshit. It's a Russian city. It's a Ukrainian city. And in the Soviet era, it was also one of the top manufacturing hubs for the Soviet Union,
Yep.
where ship engines, airplane components, everything was made with Odessa. It's a beautiful classical city. One of the few cities I didn't get to. I didn't get to Kherson, Mariupol, Mykolaiv, and Odessa. I've been everywhere else. But by that point, the war started. So,
Hey, Alex.
I was too late in Mariupol. I made it all the other places, but Mariupol I was late.
Hey,
Yeah.
Alex, can you, are you, since you're, I know approximately, can you show maybe not some about some maybe classical, like the opera house, maybe, maybe show some classical stars or like, if you could go by the ocean over there, show people how beautiful, because it's right on the ocean and how that area.
Hey, do they still have restrictions of going on the beach?
Yeah, of course.
Oh,
Oh. Oh, okay.
Not of course. I mean, I didn't know. The landmines are still there.
I just heard that some people don't listen and they go swimming and they blow up.
Yeah, there's mines. They mined the whole beach because the Russians were going to land amphibious forces there.
Yes. So and plus the sirens are already by 6 o'clock. They're expecting some the Cleveland attack. So that's number one. Plus, and that's why, as you see, let me just show you. I mean, people probably try to get home because you see everything's jam packed. All of a sudden, from the center, everybody's leaving. Look at this; it's jam packed. Because the alarm just went off not too long ago. That's why we give around the original 11 o'clock. That's why we moved it because another maybe 15, 20 minutes won't be able to do it. Because we got a window. Because it used to be at night, but now it already starts daytime also.
That's crazy. That's great. And the crazy part, we were talking about, well, what Trump is doing, the crazy shit in the Middle East and all of these distractions. The puppet master himself, Putin, and right now is hitting, like last night, Ukraine got hit again hard, all over the place the night before. Kiev got hit. What's the population of Odessa? Alex, Malcolm,
I
know. But I'll find out.
Let me show you. Сколько людей в Одессе живет? Million?
1.1 million before the war.
Before the war.
Right now, 1 million is still here.
Yeah.
That's what I was just told.
Oh, no, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. It says 115,000, not 1.1 million. A lot.
Right now,
But there's the region and the city.
yes.
The city is two different things.
No,
The
no, but
city's 115,000.
you see what happened is in Odessa because Nikolaev and a lot of other areas is right now assuming so a lot of people come to Odessa.
Yeah.
So Odessa right now holds over a million, like about 1 million people. 1 million people in terror every night, every single night. What we get in Kiev a couple of times a week, they get this every night over here. And like I said, the morale. I see the morale of the people is not as it used to be because especially right now with Iran and Israel thing going on, nobody's even. It's been over like what all the world. It's been a week since Germany, France, Italy. Or anybody talking about Ukraine or Stalin or anybody. Nobody talks about Ukraine. Nobody.
That's what
Nobody talks about it. At least thanks God the oil prices are going down.
That's
But
crazy. That's the one thing I think Putin mismanaged, and that I've been talking about. I think Putin really screwed them up and thought that was gonna somehow, the oil prices are staying down and not going up in this whole fiasco. But you're 100% right. Nobody's talking about that. So
no, nobody's.
not Ukraine at all.
No,
Right.
I read today. I have a back channel from the Politburo, the channel, what's going on there, and they are really openly admitting that there is a collapse, financial collapse. But the biggest thing that drives them crazy is this whole thing backfired because they cannot understand why the oil price is going down. The Politburo was expecting them to be over 100 already. And the price is going down, they all scratching their heads and nobody can understand what's going on. Why? But I guess God has his way. God has his way. Yeah. Because
No.
we don't need him for the oil prices to go up.
Mm.
They need to
Well-
collapse. They need to collapse.
Well, there actually was a dip in oil prices right after the Iranian attack. And since the Iranians are doing nothing, I think they're going to stabilize. Let me look at the price of oil right now.
It's like 71.
By
Is
the
it
way,
71?
By the way, Malcolm, did you see the post Trump put out earlier today about China can now continue to purchase oil from Iran?
No.
Did you hear that? So Trump put out a post today saying China can now continue to purchase oil from Iran. Hopefully, they will be purchasing plenty from the U.S. also.
Right.
It was my great honor to make this happen. What?
He's something else. I got to tell you, you're right. Brent crude dropped below $70. It's at 65, 67. So oil is about 67 to 71, not a big jump. No one is going to start pumping oil in the United States until it gets much higher. It's still not viable. And I think Trump probably factored in the way he was going I'm ordering the Department of Energy to drill. The Department of Energy doesn't drill a fucking thing. Oil companies are not going to drill shale or fracked oil, unless it goes much higher, 85, 95. It's not worth the money.
And
even
that's why he did what he did.
What's that?
That's why he did. I'm saying that I think that's why this whole fiasco it was to get the oil prices up.
Oh, of
I think
course. I mean, it was
that
one.
was the
It was one of them. It was one of them. There was plenty
Yep.
of reasons that we spoke of, but definitely one of the things that in his calculations, where he again miscalculated, the great mastermind, absolutely, I think, is with the oil prices. But again,
guys.
this is a time.
Right.
But
Right. No, I just want to add what you see here in the center, all the
Yeah.
destruction. This is bad. But next week, when we go Kharkiv, when you drive through center, I drove for like 10 blocks, not a single window that's not broken. Over there, I mean, they really, I mean, Malcolm, you know how hard it gets hit.
Yes.
And they change the windows and they hit him again. They change,
Yeah.
and over there, if the siren goes off, that means the missile already came. They are so close that you don't get a warning. You don't get a warning because it comes in so fast. So when the siren goes off, that means you gotta look up on it. So I'm telling you, those dry showers, I mean, I spoke to Arkin this morning, and the last shipment we sent them, he says, Alex, I only have 100 left. And what's 100? If you divide it by 7, what's 100? You understand what I'm saying? Only only dozen of soldiers can get it. Only dozen. But all the soldiers that they are standing in the front lines, no electricity, no shower. They cannot put on a generator because the joint spots them. So they are sitting in the temperature which is close to 100, dry, no water, dust, and they need to be able to, at least to take one shower a day, at least to wash up. So
Right.
so those dry showers is like a lifeline.
How many did you bring on this trip? I didn't hear.
Several thousand.
Wow. Okay.
That's and you know something. Once they came in, I saw like the pictures already. They were already moving up. They were already waiting.
Yeah, I'm gonna put out a Substack later with all the pictures of
Right.
Alex is gonna send me because some of the stuff he took earlier that we can't play. But I think what's going on is a time bomb, guys. I think what all this whole thing, this madman, and what Trump is doing, what I'm hearing, and what we're seeing play on the fritz, it's just a time bomb that's gonna explode in his face. Because
It will.
Because he's even doing things that even Putin doesn't want him to do. I mean, today he is unhinged, guys. Today, and he's on his way to NATO right now, to the NATO meeting, and he's supposed to. It's going to be very interesting because Zelensky's supposed to be meeting with
They
him.
have a meeting tomorrow. It's
Right.
set up.
That's what I'm saying to you.
The last meeting he ran, the last meeting he took off when Zelensky was coming.
That was in the G7, right?
Yep. Because right as they start hitting Ukraine, he took off. So let's see what happens this time.
Yep.
But fellas, this is and this is the big city. I can't even go into smaller ones. The ones that I mean after Kharkiv, then the following we're going to try to go closer to Sumy. Sumy is already close enough to be hit with artillery. This is like real bad. If artillery already can reach the city, oh my God, this is already. I mean, the city usually gets destroyed because the same thing happened in Terez. I was in Terez, and the front line was far away from Terez. But as soon as the artillery got close, there is no more Terez. I saw some lately. I mean, it's just totally. It's like you see those buildings in Israel after the Iranian rockets. That's how the entire Terez looks. That's how Geopolitical looks. That's how Bakhmut looks. That's how Ugledar looks. It's just a couple of bricks. That's it. They just it's not as they are trying to win. They are trying to just destroy. It's the same thing as I remember the movie Independence Day.
Yes.
When they were burning everything out to get to the land. This is exactly what they're doing. The same system. They come in and they just burn it. When they get close enough to the city to use artillery, and then they destroy the city. And then people live, and once people live, they move to the next one. Same way. Same system. So they're not just trying to change the regime here. They're not just trying to save the people as the same. They're trying to empty the land that nobody would be here. They don't want nobody here.
And this is just the beginning because and he wants to move on from there to the Baltics and to Poland, and he's talking about out loud. I mean, he's not even hiding it. I mean,
but this is On the crazy world, the only hope that these people had from day one, it was American help. It was American, and then after 3 years, they realized that Biden administration was suffocating, and it was giving just enough not to die, but not enough to win. So they were hoping that this administration something will change, but it went from bad to worse. So it's up. The more we help, the more, because people gotta have they gotta have some kind of morale left in them to fight, to be able to stand. And the best way to do that is why I do what I do, because I believe if the soldier on the front line and he doesn't get a phone call from his mother, his daughter, his wife, that she has no place to live or nothing to eat or nothing to feed the baby, the soldier can fight. But if he gets phone calls from his family that they is struggling, he's not thinking about the war. He's thinking about his family. And if the soldier thinking about his family, he's not even the 50% effective because his mind is all screwed up. So that's why I did what I did from day one, helping the families, because I believe the more you help the families, the more you help the front line. And but right now we have a chance, especially with these dry showers and the special dry showers for the hospitals and stuff. So plus also what this department does, the police department, they help the families of the policemen. They help the family of the policemen. They help the children that suffer from the attacks and everything. So the policemen can continue to do their work. They continue to fight, and they're not thinking about the families. And that's where we come in. That's what we do, because a small donation from somebody, it could save somebody's life.
Yeah.
Actually, it can save a soldier's life, because once somebody in the front line knows his family's taken care of, his child is okay, his adrenaline is different. He gets up and he fights. He has energy to fight. So this is why I can't thank enough everybody that's helping, recycling, donating, so we can buy more stuff and bring it to the different cities.
Absolutely, Alex. It looks like it's. What time is the alarm? Because I know you said that you guys have to
Yeah,
cut off.
Another 5 minutes I'm off.
You guys have to cut off.
Yeah, another 5 minutes I'm gonna go, because he's already pointing that we have to leave.
Okay.
I got you. Well, listen, Alex.
Alex, be safe.
Be safe.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And
Is that the sirens going off?
No, it's police car, I think.
Oh,
that's already ambulance.
All right.
ambulance.
Oh, you'll know the air raid sirens. Lev, let me know when you want to go to Kyiv. I'll go with Kyiv with you. We'll go visit Alex.
I'm putting it together. I gotta get approval from Donald Trump.
Oh yeah. You gotta have permission. They may never let you back.
We're working on it. Hey, folks, listen, thank you for joining us. Thank you for coming out. Thank you for your support. Alex is now, this is, you got a live shot from Ukraine. Unfortunately, because the war, there's things that he couldn't show you that we were trying to put together, but he does have some pictures and stuff that he was able to get. I'm going to put that in a Substack letter and send it out to everybody so you could see what your donation, what your good help did, or what the people. As far as what's going on here in the United States, it's all connected. There's a lot more that we're going to go over. We're going to let Alex go right now. I have some calls into some sources, and I think me and you need to go live in the next hour or two and bring.
Yeah, let's do the big update on what's going on in the Middle East. Thank you, Alex.
Thank you.
Take care of yourself.
I'll see you tomorrow. I should be back here tomorrow.
Okay.
Stay safe. Travel. Love you, God.
God bless
Slava
you.
Ukraini.
Героям слава.
Okay.
Yeah, Malcolm. So later on, folks. Stay tuned. Put your alarms on. Make sure you go subscribe. Make sure you are watching out, because today is going to be a crazy day.
Yeah.
Trump is on his way to NATO right now. before he went to NATO, he has basically all night has been trying to not broker, force a peace deal on that is just we're not going to get into right now because there's so much backstory information we're going to give you in a couple of hours, because what my source are telling me, Malcolm, this was ignited from a war internally. He did this because he needs to stop Mega from fracturing.
Yes.
Mega is destroying, eating themselves up alive, and he's flip flopping right now, doing whatever he can. This has nothing to, and this is going to get worse and worse because what he's putting to, because you're talking about two ticking time bombs when it comes to Iran and to Israel. I
Right.
mean, he's treating this like two kids in the park fighting, but this is not two kids in the park, right, Malcolm?
Right. Not at all. The funny thing is, and I put out a tweet earlier, Trump thinks that he's controlling the Middle East and, the actions of the Middle East, when in fact, the actions of the Middle East are controlling Trump. And then we have the external player, right? His daddy, Vladimir Putin. So all of these things can be true at the same time, but he really thinks he is emperor of the world, and the world is showing him off. I have a quick question before you go.
Yeah.
So now we know what Trump thinks, what Putin thinks, what Xi thinks, what the Khamenei thinks, and Netanyahu. But what does Laura Loomer think?
Yeah.
I mean, she's apparently queen of the White House. Somebody's got to tell me something. All right. Somebody is going to clarify that. I mean, is she his fluffer? I mean, what exactly is it that motivates Donald Trump to obey Laura Loomer more than Melania?
Well, this is what we're going to talk about on our next
right.
episode. Make sure you stay live, because hear a major rift also coming, because Trump, before he on his way to NATO, called up Bibi Netanyahu and firmly
Say
told
that,
them, and she did not like that. She
say that.
does not
Oh
like
my
she,
God.
she
Netanyahu's going to get Loomered. Maybe
she
Netanyahu needs to just work on that tongue action or something. I don't know. Anyway, let's talk about that later today, because there's going to be breaking news in this
lots
afternoon. And
lots going on, guys. So make
all
sure to
right, we'll
subscribe
take a
to
couple
Malcolm.
hours off.
We're going to take a couple of hours, get everything together, and stay tuned. We'll see you soon, guys.
All right. Bye-bye.